Hello everybody and welcome to this club guide video for Rookie, Pro and Expert and Master Division in the Ghostly Glades tournament. The video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic, so let's go into it. If you do want to book a training session for me and improve your game a bit more to the tournament, maybe learn the courses in a better way, check out patreon.com/golfclashtommy, and in this club guide I'm going to give you my general club guide advice to the specific holes, and sometimes that is not going to be accurate compared to the levels that you have. So the best thing to do is to send a question in the comment section below if you do have a specific question for maybe a level of the sniper, level of the viper, where that could be good, etc. So we're going to start our rookie division, and you can practice all these holes on tour number 4, the 6-star hotel. I'm going to start with hole number 1, which is going to be a short par 4. Here I say the extra mile because we do need distance. The extra mile most likely won't be having the backspin that is needed to bounce over the bunker to land on the green, and then we go for the rough bump. If we do have at least 3.5 to 4 bars of backspin with our extra mile, or with another club with the same type of distance as extra mile, then we bounce over the bunker instead of doing the rough bump. Hole number 2, we do have a new par 3 here, and we do have as well 5 new holes that we're going to play here in the Ghostly Glade. We play with the Goliath or the Viper. It depends on how you want to play it. If you do have a Goliath, you can choose playing with the Goliath on the right side there, because we do need distance there. And with the power 3 ball, we can play with the Goliath as a rough bump method as well. Otherwise, it's going to be a wood club, and I suggest you play with a wood club with a power 1 ball as most, which is going to be Navigator and a Quasar, and that will potentially put yourself with a rough bump method as well here from the front tee. Hole number 3, here we're going to play with the quarterback. Why do I choose the quarterback here? The reason for that is that we do want to have curl for the first shot, and most likely with an extra mile level, not most likely, but with an extra mile level 3, level 4, maybe level 5, we're not going to have that much curl on that club, and we do want the ball to kick a little bit more to the right. Can counter that with some side spin as well. Quarterback gives us good accuracy and ball guide. Hole number 4, the big topper and the thorn. And the thing that I want to show here is that first and foremost, you can play with an extra mile as well if you want to, but the thing with the big topper is that we do get a lot of top spin. Then we can play already on the first piece of fairway, and we don't have to play with that island in the center of the water, because with a great shot or like a good shot with a driver, whatever driver we have, that could potentially be a shot in the drink, and that we don't want to. So the big topper can give us the help that we do need to bounce already on the first fairway with a top spin. The thorn will be for the approach. We do not want to bounce the ball towards the pin. We do want to use the backspin on the green directly to stay away from all the bumpy parts that is just before the green. Hole number 5, here is the Viper. Here we do need curl, we do need a ball with side spin as well. The Viper will be the club for you here, as if you have it at least upgraded into level 5 or 6. Otherwise I would play with a big dog that gives us a good curl. Curl is important here, combined with the side spin, but also we do need some backspin on the club as well, at least 3 bars in my opinion. And then we're going to play with the Viper as the best suggestion there. Hole number 6, the Viper as well. We're going to be focused in approaching the pin from distance. The quarterback will be my driver here, as it will be putting myself up in a very decent way for the approach for the second shot. Hole number 7, Saturn and the thorn. Backspin is important here in my opinion. We're going to play on the left side, bouncing ourselves over, then we're going to have an approach shot directly to the pin. And to not have a problem going at the pin, we do need backspin. I understand that the Saturn might not be that upgraded for you that play in rookie. Then you can play with the backbone instead if you do have it in at least like level 4, level 5, level 6. Or let's say if you don't have the Saturn upgraded enough, then you're going to play with the backbone. And the thorn as a wood club, as a short iron for the backspin as well. Hole number 8, the Goliath. and the Viper here. The reason for that is that with a Goliath and a power 3 ball, we're going to be able to play on the island on the right. So if you want to play with that, then we're going to do that. Otherwise, play with a power 0 ball or a power 1 ball, and then we're going to play with the Viper and going to play on the same type of island spot there. So choose that. Don't do like I did in the whole guide to play with a backbone that doesn't have enough distance, and I got in between clubs. Hole number 9, the big dog. We need distance here for this shot, combined with curl, and then we're going to choose the big dog for hole number 9. So that was rookie, and now we're going to go over to Pro and Expert Division. Pro and Expert Division, you can find all the holes on tour number 7, the Tropic Kings. And we are going to go directly at it here with hole number 1. Here my favorite suggestion is going to be the Thor's Hammer, as we're going to be needed to have at least like 4, 5, 6 bars of backspin. 6 bars if we're going to have tailwind, otherwise crosswind like 4, 5, 6 bars is going to be good there. Headwind, then we can basically play with whatever driver, as it's going to be very tough to get it to stop after the bunker, especially when we're going to have our club in max range. 20% extra for that approach, and then we're going to get it close to the pin. Hole number 2 with the Sniper or the Guardian. We're going to go for the rough bump. In my opinion, the Sniper is the best one to go with there, but I know there is you that is out there with the Guardian that do love the Guardian approach as well. And you can play directly on directly at the pin, going directly on the green with the Guardian. Very hard to adjust with a max backspin shot with a wood club, but it's possible. But rough bump with the Sniper will be my best suggestion here. Hole number 3, the Sniper as well, approach shot. The drive is going to be necessary to get over there to the second piece of fairway. Then approach shot is going to be from a Sniper. Important there as well. Hole number 4, Saturn and the Thorn. We do need backspin. I covered that in rookie as well, but we do need a backspin in my opinion to go directly to the pin with our approach instead of having to bounce it towards the pin to stay away from the bumpier parts. Hole 5, we're going to play with the quarterback and the Sniper, not any of them, because Sniper we're going to play in tailwind, quarterback we're going to play in headwind, and then in crosswind we can basically decide what we want to do. The rocket is possible as well with the backspin, if you do have it in at least level 9, otherwise it's going to be quarterback as a driver there. 20% extra as well on this one as for the downhill approach. Hole number 6, here it's a Sniper as well. Give ourselves the ball guideline and accuracy going towards the pin to help us getting that albatross. Hole number 7, Saturn and the Thorn. Backspin important here as well, so we can go directly at the pin. If we go short with the drive, then we're going to have the Saturn for the approach. If we do have a massive headwind, we're going to line up and have a wood club towards spin. Then the Guardian is going to be the club, as for the backspin as well. Hole number 8, Sniper or the Guardian. Here as well, what you prefer yourself. I prefer Sniper. I'm not a Guardian guy, but I understand that there is a lot of players that play with the Guardian as well. We bounce on the island towards the pin using a one-on-one adjustment with the Sniper. The Guardian, we play it as it is without any extra adjustment. Hole number 9, we play with a big dog or the Cataclysm. We do need distance, very much a key hole in my opinion here for Pro and Expert Division, and it's going to be necessary with an eagle. Crosswind and tailwind possible to reach over on the right. With headwind it's not possible to reach over on the right, then it's even more important to have a club with topspin and a distance to play there on the left. So we're going to go to hole number, no, not hole, but to Master Division. And Master Division is going to be featured on tour number 11, the Voyager Tour. This is the first time, what I can remember at least, where we actually can play all the holes from all the tees in different tours, which is actually pretty awesome. I hope they will continue to do that from the game maker's perspective there. So tour number 11, Voyager Tour, and we're going to go directly to hole number 1, the Thor's Hammer and Apocalypse. If we do have tailwind, then we will be able to bounce over the bunker pretty easily by using the wind. With crosswind, we need to basically go max overpower to reach over and bounce over nicely. With headwind, we cannot go over the bunker without getting it into the rough on the other side, or we have to go very much to the right, or we lay up before the bunker and going with an approach with our wedge. That has been the approach for the latest two times in Master with this approach. So we'll see what happens really with the wind there. Hole number 2 with the Sniper and or the quarterback. And here, depending on how we want to play it and depending on the wind, headwind we're most likely going to play with a driver. Otherwise we could play with a sniper max range on the rough bump as well, because the rough bump is going to be my approach here as well, even the master. No matter, doesn't matter what type of club I'm going to use. Hole number 3, the sniper or the cataclysm. The reason I'm choosing both of them is if we will be having a massive headwind, we can't get the ball to bounce on the island over to the other side. Then we need to play on the left side, try to go with a very hard approach towards the pin. And then we're going to have the cataclysm. But if we can reach over with crosswind or some minor headwind on the right, then we're going to play with a sniper for the second shot. Hole number 4 is going to be the Thorn and the Saturn again. For the same for all of the holes. For hole number 4 in Pro and Expert and Rookie as well, we do want to go directly to the green and do use the Thorn and the Saturn as clubs to go with backspin. Hole number 5, the quarterback or the Thor Hammer. It depends if we're going to have headwind or tailwind. Headwind, I'm going to play with a Thor Hammer to give myself more distance. Otherwise, we're going to play with a quarterback with crosswind and some minor headwind. And also some tailwind. I'm going to play with the quarterback there. The rocket is possible to play with as well in crosswind and tailwind because of the good backspin. Hole number 6, the sniper and the cataclysm here. It's going to be the same way here, really. Massive headwind. Then we could go with the cataclysm to give ourselves some more room with distance for the second shot, especially if we don't have a power 4 ball to go with. Otherwise it's going to be the sniper here, and I hope we're going to be able to play with the sniper because that is going to be the best way for us to get the Albatross. Hole number 7, Saturn and the Thorn. And we're going to, again, as the same as for hole number 7 in Pro, Expert and Rookie Division, we want to go directly at the pin with the backspin here. Guardian and the rocket for hole number 8. And the rocket is going to be for going from the left side, curling it in with a lot of backspin to go for the pin. If we're going to have the option to play on the island, we're going to play with a wood club in max distance here. That is going to be with crosswind and tailwind. And we're going to play with the Guardian for that one, or the sniper if you what you want there. But most likely we're going to use a couple of bars of backspin there, for especially in tailwind, and then it could be good to control it with the Guardian. Hole number 9, the big dog or the cataclysm here as well. We do need distance, everyone, for hole number 9. And in master, headwind is going to be a very, very tough hole. I would almost see that as a birdie hole, but we will have to take it as hopefully with crosswind or tailwind we can be able to reef for the green in 2, and then we're going to be an eagle. So thanks a lot for watching this club guide video for Rookie Division, Pro and Expert and Master Division. Please let me know in the comment section below if you do have any type of questions there as well. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Video here is sponsored by Golf Clash and Playdemic. Good luck in the Ghostly Glades tournament.